of the Game is brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of USC Athletics, helping the world keep promises. Eddie Czaplicki is our best in the game, averaging over 50 yards per punt this season. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody Kessler. Eddie, you were excellent last season, but you have come out to start this season just booming the football. Did something click for you in the offseason? Do you just feel good, healthy right now? How do you explain it?
Nothing really changed that much from last year. If anything, my confidence, going into this place, second year here, but I think just consistency all off season, feeling healthy, feeling strong, stacking days on top of each other all off season. I think I just feel good after a full year of doing that. So. Yeah.
And really good in backed up situations this year. Unfortunately, the offense can put you in some situations where, hey, man, you got to kick it and you got to change the field position. What's the key when you're backed up there? Maybe those toes are starting to dance on the line back there. What's the key to keeping calm and delivering a good kick?
I mean, I think it's just kind of nut up or shut up in that time.
All right.
Get you a T-shirt that says that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the back of the end zone, backed up, I'm just thinking about ripping it out. Getting it, into their half.
So you have the green light, right? Then we don't care about out kicking coverage. We're going long ball,
long drive. I mean, my coach wouldn't say that, but that's kind of what's in my head. When they're bringing a full rush, I'm thinking about obviously secure the snap first, but swing away, lights out.
How difficult is it as a kicker or a punter to stay locked in throughout the game when you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get and when those are going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely difficult. Usually punters and kickers, if you get punt a quarter or something like that, you get into a little bit of a flow of the game. But if, like this last week, I had one punt, I think in the first half, and then, last one was in the fourth quarter. They needed me, so it's very important that I stay mentally locked in every opportunity, treat it the same. It's kind of, I think the best way to kind of develop that is through practice, with treat it the same way in practice, every opportunity is the same no matter what, because, no opportunity for me is more important than any other, in the game. I have to tackle my responsibilities on the field the same no matter what. So,
you're listening to USC punter Eddie Czaplicki on Trojans Live, and you were at Arizona State before us, so nothing but Pac-12 football. Now you're in the Big Ten. They love punting in this league. I mean, honestly, it stood out to me so far this season, the value of punting and field position in this league. It does seem like across the board there's a lot more respect for the value of, hey, we could just take this punt, put someone inside the 10 and make them go 90.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Pac-12, you probably see a lot more shootouts,
They love going for it on fourth down.
Yeah, 50 to 58 score games, stuff like that. But, I think a lot of our games this season, just this last game, it felt like there weren't that many possessions, so every possession is more important. Every time I step on the field is more important than, obviously not, discrediting anything in the past, but in tighter games I think it absolutely is more important, and that's kind of why you see that kind of mentality around fans or programs, however you may be it. So
talk about the different types of punts, Eddie, in this game. Obviously you talked about the long drive, getting out the big driver and knocking one out there. What's the other styles? You got to pin them deep, spin control. What's the different types?
So the Australians kind of popularized the end over end kick, going in, if I'm trying to pin them inside the 10 or inside the 5, I'll point the nose down, I'll hit it over end. That's a little more predictable in the distance and the way it's going to bounce. But
you're trying to get that backspin on it then.
Exactly, yeah. But most of the time I go just, all traditional spiral punts. You might see a lot of Australians hit end over ends in the open field. That's not something really I've ever done. So, yeah. That's
just trying to get that roll on those as opposed to the high hanger that you're trying to hit?
Yeah, I guess with some of those guys, I mean, we saw with Wisconsin, a guy was trying to hit like low liners that kind of skip off the ground and stuff, give a hard time for the returner. But, I've always just hit, the spiral American punt, you could say. So
Sean's ready to be a special teams coach over here. Getting all the inside, man. I'll take it back a little bit. How does one know that they have the gift of being a good punter? Were you always a punter growing up in Little League and high school, or did you play any other positions when you were playing football or soccer or any other sports?
Yeah, so I actually played soccer growing up. I played that for a very long time. I think from like around the age of 4 until I was a freshman in high school. And then high school, I started playing football as well. But even when I was in soccer, I was always a bigger kid. And the way that kind of soccer is in the United States, it's not as developed in its kind of infrastructure around the game as it is in Europe or places like that. So, I kind of looked at myself, I said, I played 1 year of football. I was really good at it. I was hitting touchbacks as a freshman on kickoffs. And, it's really hard to get a scholarship in soccer. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick with football. I'm going to go all out at it. It just not really even had a talent, just worked really hard at it, and I'm grateful for where I am today. So.
Is that when you started freshman year of high school? Was your first year kicking? Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
first year playing football was freshman year of high school.
I don't think you've had a fake at USC. Did you have one at ASU?
I did not. No, they always opted to snap it to like the personal protector.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like a running back, a little more athletic than me.
Is the dream, if you could close your eyes and
Yeah.
envision, is the dream that the fake is you get to throw it and you got like a perfect throw out there, or is it you're tucking and running?
Tucking and running.
Tucking and running.
5 yards.
Wants the
to
ball in his
house. I'll punt the ball in the stands, take the penalty. But oh man, that would be.
What about if your tackling ability? Obviously, you got to have that in your bag too. In case the one breaks loose, we need you to save the day. How's the tackling skills?
Tackling's not great. I had a little bit of a mishap my sophomore year, but now I'm just kind of working the leverage, getting the other guys.
Use that sideline, baby.
Yeah, use the sideline. Kind of learned my lesson through a play a couple of years ago, but I've worked at it. I've done some tackling circuits in fall camp, but yeah.
Just keep hitting those bombs. Those guys will go down there and cover it. You head over to the sideline and get ready for the next one. Eddie Czaplicki has been fantastic this season. Appreciate you taking the time with us. You can see him hopefully mostly on the sideline watching guys score touchdowns, but
nut up or shut up.
But if they need him, he will be there. USC versus Penn State, presented by Wells Fargo, 12:30 kick on Saturday. Don't wait until game time to plan for retirement. Open your free iTrust Capital account today and get your crypto IRA. iTrust Capital is the official cryptocurrency platform of the USC Trojans. And if you want the inside scoop on this game and all things Trojans, be sure to sign up for the Three Torches, presented by Smart and Final. It's a free newsletter that'll hit your email inbox 3 times a week with game info, player insights, and more. Go to usctrojans.com/3torches and sign up. USC women's volleyball, they had a monster weekend, and we have not one but 2 of their athletes coming up next on Trojans Live.